Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. William Shatner has become the oldest person to travel to space on board Blue Origin's new Shepard rocket.
Like a beat, and suddenly you're through the blue. And you're into black. And you're into, it's mysterious and galaxies and things. But what you see is black.
The 90-year-old Star Trek icon was joined by 3 other crew members, including Australian astronaut Chris Bosshausen. The trip lasted just 10 minutes, flying around 100 kilometres above the Earth's surface. 2 Melbourne men who breached WA's COVID border rules to attend the AFL Grand Final have been jailed for 10 months. 7 months of the sentences handed to Hayden Burbank and Mark Babbage will be suspended. The sentences were also backdated so they could be eligible for release at the end of December. New South Wales MPs will debate the issue of euthanasia with a bill to legalise voluntary assisted dying to be introduced to Parliament today. But Catholic Health Australia's Nicole Clements says politicians should instead focus on funding palliative care.
Because not every person at the end of life has the option of high-quality palliative care. And palliative care isn't really consistently available across the state. It's really a postcode lottery. Before they consider the legislation, we should be funding a universal palliative care system.
And doctors are warning of possible staff shortages if there's a surge in demand for ICU beds. Research published by the Medical Journal of Australia says the availability of staffed ICU beds across the country has dropped by 8%. To sport, Aussie marathon swimmer Chloe McCardel has claimed a new world record, crossing the English Channel for the 44th time. The 36-year-old celebrated her decade-long feat, battling a chest infection and breathing difficulties in the lead-up to her last swim. The NRL's newest team will be bolstered by coaching legend Wayne Bennett, who'll join the club in 2023. The Dolphins have won the licence for the competition's 17th team. And Alex de Minaur will come up against Stefanos Tsitsipas in the round of 16 at the Indian Wells Tennis Masters. In entertainment news, Adele has announced the release date for her next album, her first in 6 years. 30 is due out on November 19. The singer described it as a document of the most turbulent period of her life. The 33-year-old's new single for the album, Easy on Me, arrives tomorrow. Hollywood is bracing for a strike by film and TV crews, planning a nationwide stoppage from next week that could halt production on movies and popular shows. The US union demanding better rest and meal breaks and increased rates of pay for its lowest paid workers. And Katy Perry is set to guest host The Ellen DeGeneres Show on October 25th, the same day as Katie's 37th birthday. That's your latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.